Okay, let's see if I got this going straight this time. I'm having some issues with my headset. I apologize for that. But, hello? I did say Sunday, but apparently I have no self-control. So, here I am. Gonna continue on with the new stuff. But like always, what we're gonna do to start our day off.
In my role
I hope
as
everybody's
champion
day
duelist,
was good.
my opinions.
Hope everybody had the opportunity to kind of decompress or hurry up and get your stuff done before the end of the day. As you know, it is a long weekend here in the United States this weekend. So, what we're going to start with is we're going to do our daily commissions, and then we will continue on the Archon quest. Let's go deliver some munchies. I apologize that I'm not as articulate as I normally would be. I am in week 3 of watching over my aunt during the daytime. She had a craniotomy 3 weeks ago. She's doing fantastic. But it has been challenging, helping her throughout the day. Making sure that she's doing her exercises, making sure she's doing her speech therapy, stuff of that nature. So, I have other family members that are helping out. Don't go through the wall. And they have the night shift and I have the day shift, so it's been a challenge, but she's doing phenomenal. For only having been discharged from brain surgery 3 weeks ago. Was it you, Pallid? Give me the money. So yeah. I did say I was going to be here Sunday, because I do have some other stuff to take care of this weekend. But an opportunity presented itself to be able to stream today. So, Mr. Bubbles was like, absolutely, take the opportunity. Alright. Okay, let's go this way. Alright. Eat! What am I doing? Oh, destroy the Hilichurl powers. Okay.
Right.
You poor prize.
Alright, where's the other one? The mission's done, but where are y'all at? Okay, there y'all are.
Time to testify.
Excuse the literal fuck out of you.
Into the shadows.
Alright, where's the short little shit? Where you at? Here you are. Okay. So, I want to continue doing that with my secondary team, which I forgot to swap that over earlier, because I'm trying to get their friendship levels up. Am I good? It got me a carrot. That's better than nothing. Oh, this ought to be fun.
A dash of frosting!
So, Louie, like it or lump it.
Be cleansed!
72,000!
Mossy wisdom will show us the way!
Damn, Lumi!
Light to dust!
Damn, Lumi's packing a punch! Lumi, baby. The fire is out. It can't hurt you no more. Oh, you put me in Dragon Spine? What the?
At least it's not as cold as on the moon.
Well, I'll give you that one, Zabai, but... Come on.
A little elusive!
Alright, that's that one. Now what? Alright. Alright.
Flash attack! Go, Louie! Like it or lump it.
Damn, Lumi. Okay, so where's the last one? Oh, there he is. Now we're good. Alright. So that way I can kind of like, sort of maybe not die. Although it's no guarantees, because I'm going into enemy territory here. Alright, I think that's everything. Yeah. Okay. Over to not cry. That is not what I wanted to do. Don't mind me, I'm special.
Ad Astra Abyssal.
I got here just in time for them to turn the lights on for me.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for
Alright, we got those three. Oh, I know what I didn't do yesterday. Oh, I haven't done it for 2 days. I'm gonna be a week behind. I mean, I guess I could technically do it. Or, yeah, I could get it done by Sunday. Okay. I know what I said, but I have to... And I'm full of resin right now, so... Wait, Where's So... Y'all Owl said... Okay, release the filter. Where is that? I haven't been there yet. That worked out in my favor. Okay, so I've got to get up there. And I know it's counterintuitive, but I am going backwards because I want to get up. Alright, which way is... Oh, it's down. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're trying to get rid of some resin. Let's go do this.
Let's get... Leave this.
Come on. Oh, yeah, some tough glitches. Hold on.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Wheel of life. Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
Everybody's gonna get a little
Like-
heal right
Look
now.
alive!
Alright. That was a little tough. But it's very pretty. Look at how gorgeous this is. I mean, just stunning. Continue! We're gonna do this 3 times so I could at least get something for prune, and then I'll be able to refresh my resin. My condensed resin.
Life goes on.
Time to testify. With one heart, we pray.
Opening box of Adeptitrix.
Look alive! Loaded.
Butter! One more time. I'm not looking for anything meta to put on her. I'm just looking for something in her recommended
Guys,
Into the shadows.
slots. Her recommended artifact slots.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
A grave transgression.
Stay your hand.
look alive!
Loaded.
Well, that was Peaches.
Orders given. Orders received.
Everybody's gonna get a little heal.
Go.
Let's get it on! Ha! Leave this place into the shadows.
Okay. I need to go this way. Alright, now I can leave. So let's go see if that gave me something for Prune. Looking for purple hair. I have way too many characters. Yep, gonna throw that on you, 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 gonna throw that on you. At least you have something. For right now. I'll fix you up later. Alright. Back over to Mondstadt. And I head up the, craft table. Love how she jumps. She's... You're gonna have to pry my Chi-Chi from my cold dead hands. She's adorable! Okay, back to my girl. And we are farmers. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Okay. We're going here. We're gonna hop back in the story. Alright, so we left off where we're getting ready to enter into the Temple of Silence. Alright. Sorry about that. Checking a text message. Mr. Bubbles had to work a little bit late. Got some bad weather coming. So they had kept them late to do some sandbags. So he should be on his way home soon. Of the way Jet walks.
So,
Not a care in the
this is
world.
the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
Yeah, when life gives me lemons, I stream. Hey, Supreme.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
Honey, you've been gone a long time.
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Do it!
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for popping in. If this is just a drive-by, I will probably see you for game, or I don't know if you plan on being in community night tomorrow night, but if I see you, I see you.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The scale of this project is enormous. even with Carvey, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time. The proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
True.
You're back. Everything all right? And who are they?
Friends.
Friends of yours?
Yes.
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kaveh, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Oh, Alhaitham's like, ooh. Hello.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Yep, and that's how you got in trouble the first time.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabad problem is resolved? What did you find?
Tell everyone what happened in Gurabad.
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
Now that he mentions it, it is a little strange.
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry.
He was clearly unwilling to answer our questions when we first met, so why would he admit to being Dottore's subordinate later?
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all this?
Oh, where he died, so to the ley lines. Oh, no wonder this shit's fucked up.
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
And Bin. Yeah!
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Modify how?
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively.
Brief pause. An ideal realm fashioned in imitation of the heavenly principle act of creation. Using knowledge and techniques the goddess of flowers obtained from Celestia, Spirit King Deshret sought to forge a golden slumber that would unite countless forms of wisdom and dream. Though this vision ultimately failed, many souls of the desert's people said to still wander within.
If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan.
Yeah, but how are we going to get in
However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
We don't have time for debates, boys.
Yeah, but
I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question.
I'm out.
Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Oh. And all three of them like to play cards with each other. Long story.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Oh, well, have fun at Target.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable too. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer's a friend we met in Notcry.
Notcry? Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yay!
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nodcry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole!
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello! We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out.
Oh.
No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself.
Oh, it's trying to protect itself.
Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
So you brought Nefer here?
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
But you have to come help us. Please.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a
Really?
thing or two about him.
Okay. He's a moon envoy.
As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time.
That's true. Yeah.
But that's where we angels come in. Our duty ultimately is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Not. Oh, you came to a gunfight with a knife.
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective, at least?
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion.
Wow.
Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
What do you think?
Yeah. She's gonna walk away rich.
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
Yehoda.
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Her eyeballs are about to pop out of her head. Watch. Oh man, there's a bot trying. Make my day. Bad. Okay, there we go.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry, boss. You can count on me!
Little eyes.
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
Oh, Nicole.
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either.
Oh my goodness.
I never thought I'd return, especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long.
And we getting a whole crew together. Ooh, that's a lot of people.
Oh, and sorry, hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
Absolutely.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh?
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
Oh no. No. Sino, it's not. No. No. This is not a new thing for you to learn.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you?
Yep.
You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer.
That was me.
I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yep, and she's also an amazing sculptor.
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yes, please, because I need answers.
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the Jinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible.
Okay, but I want to know. Okay, let's go see if we can see people. Anybody in here? That would be a no. I'm going to assume that there's nobody over here either. There's normally people brimming up in this joint. Oh, okay. Apparently, that's where I'm going. One moment. I just want to make sure I'm not missing out on anything. Alright, let's climb a wall. Can't climb a wall because I'm in a domain. God damn it, me. Oh, yo.
I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Yeah, and they're all family.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
Shut up, Kale. We're here to support Kale through this.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it.
Chop chop.
Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
Yep.
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
I knew it!
What?
I fucking knew it!
Huh. Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, It is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for.
Well, I mean, you know.
Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is... it's a strange feeling.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
True.
I understand how you feel, Kali. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kali, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the Goddess of Flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The Mother of Dreams? Lord of Flowers and Oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to you.
We won't let her efforts go to waste. But I still don't understand. Why me?
Why not you?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with God remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change.
Oh.
All right. Any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
I have
Let's
so
move
many
out.
questions.
Time to put our plan into action.
I know. Dude. I have questions. Hello. Hand up in the air.
We all hope it'll
Raising
work.
it like you get just
But
don't
will
care.
we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting to say the least.
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest
Without
project
pay.
I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzare, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant.
Hi,
Like
Mr.
magic.
Bubbles. How was your day, babe? Comme ça. What'd you get for supper? Woo. Okay. Nice. See you in a while.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Alright. Quest progress saved, but... I'm packing things. I've got to go this way. I wanted to talk to all kinds of people. You don't let me talk to nobody.
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
Oh, well, if you insist, I suppose there's no harm in showing you.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
A house.
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet. What do you think? Striking, isn't it?
Kaveh? Kaveh, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Faruzan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
She writes them. But okay, yes.
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside.
Oh.
Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the overall image. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a certain classical beauty about it. Kaveh!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger towards the sky.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That's exactly what I was thinking.
It'll be a masterpiece.
Oh
Miss...
God, she just found
I'm
her
sorry.
bestie.
I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Nicole. Madame Faruzan? Was it?
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics. Meeting you was truly a pleasant surprise.
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after generation of them.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
She's found the bestie.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit...
Okay, that's all y'all said. Okay. Kaveh, what the fuck were you on about? What are you're just staring at a wall. You're not doing anything. Hi, Kaveh.
Paimon, thanks again for your notes. I'm done copying them, so here you go. You're welcome. Just let Paimon know if you ever need help again.
Will do. I want to read the book, Paimon.
What's wrong? You look a little depressed. Kale got a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers, and all I got was one of the 7 pillars who served under King Deshret. I lost out, didn't I?
That's what you're upset about?
What?
You're such a child.
I mean... Eh? She has God remains, for fuck's sake. Anybody else I can talk to? No, okay. I lie.
Good
There
to
are more
finally
people.
meet you in the flesh. It's a little surreal seeing you here after exchanging letters for so long. In my head, the boss of the Curatorium of Secrets didn't look so young.
Sounds like you have some history then?
Any budding mercenary group needs a steady supply of intel. They, in turn, can prove an exceptional source of the same. The Curatorium of Secrets is happy to cooperate with friends from all over the world. If you're interested, you'd be very welcome to join our network too, Miss Dia.
Can't say no to a solid partnership, especially out here in the desert. Having intel can mean the difference between life and death. But cooperation's built on mutual trust, and there isn't much contact between the desert and Nodcry. So I'm guessing you reached out to Jet first, Miss Nefer? What's behind your interest in the desert? Nostalgia? Or is there someone you're looking to take care of? Let's put all our cards on the table first. Things will go more smoothly that way.
I like your style, Flame Mane. Actually, I had this same discussion with Jet before we started working together. To be clear, I have no intention of using you for any ulterior motives, and I have no enemies in the desert as things stand now. Were that to change, I wouldn't drag outsiders into a conflict that doesn't concern them. There's no point in doing certain things if you don't do them yourself. Wouldn't you agree?
Well said. Taking responsibility for one's own affairs is the way of the desert folk. Huh. It's like you're one of us.
You sure that's a compliment?
One of us! One of us!
Absolutely.
I'll take it. Perhaps we can discuss our cooperation in more detail now?
Sure. I love working with no-nonsense people. And you certainly fit that description. I look forward to a fruitful partnership.
As do I, my friends.
Zippity-doo-dah, my ass on over there. Thank you. I love that function.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
We're already here. One moment. Nice. That real quick. Okay. Thank you for your of. I mean, I know it's a domain, but I love the fact that they put the books in there too. It has been so long since I've been in here. Oh my word.
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction?
Yes.
Closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely you're not just here to chat.
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite the special day.
I could about imagine y'all probably having a ball in there. Uh-oh.
I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all have the same problem. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
So, see, what had happened was, yeah, that'd be my dumbass. Sorry.
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. Let's get down to business. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you.
All right, stop arguing, Crocco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing here. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, You have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question, it's the answer to all three of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into nothing. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
Time. Well. Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin.
Yeah. I have big eyeballs.
This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long time. You have my sincere gratitude.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Yep.
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino. And this is the former Spantamad sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
You're like a helpless parent. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities. I thought I ought to share its fruits with you two.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young ones.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before. And we need your help.
Sino and Nephis recount...
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Sino and Nephis recount the various incidents that have transpired in Sumeru recently.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Yeah, so see, what happened was...
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel, a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons. I suppose she and Kusanali must have some history.
You can help us make history too.
Oh, Sethos, you sweet talker.
A smooth talker. Well said, lad.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself. Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues. We have no choice but to go all in on this.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru. They need you, and they need Aru.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our support or not?
Since you ask so nicely, naturally.
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
We do. We understand the risks involved.
Wow.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this, are you sure of your decision?
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to discuss this further. Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu, once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you with our voices.
Okay. I can feel this strange sensation. The ground is trembling as if answering the call of the Goat King. Oh, wow.
Saint Bennu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shezepank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been. I trust you are keeping well.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase, in life, death, and now even beyond.
Al-Akhmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Aru is the pride of Al-Akhmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Akhmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom.
Okay, so the 7 pillars. So then 3 physical, 2 spatial, and Sino, who holds 2. 5. Okay, yeah, that's 7.
A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
Excuse me, what?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh?
What?
Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
Yep.
I ask the 3 kings, can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Harishef, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they intend to do.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of understand.
Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul. To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
I agree.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter. Saint Binu approves.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
Leyline trees. And I mean everything's coming out.
Hey! Look at that!
What's this? Are we under attack? No. Wait, it's...
Oh god, is it her dad? These look like souls. Silhouettes approach us from within the light and pass through our bodies like wind through a veil.
Here you are. Through the sands of time.
Dad!
I see you.
Oh, it's her dad.
Father. Father, is it really you?
It's Chet's father, Jibriel! That's right! He entered the Golden Slumber, didn't he?
Did.
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown, strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Semael, is finally free.
That's
I am
correct.
truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
God damn you, MiHoYo. Oh, Jet, you finally got to see your dad.
Father!
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
Paimon, really?
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant the world to me.
Oh, yeah. I'm a mess. Poor Jet.
He was trapped in the Golden Slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
Oh. I apologize, I'm a fucking mess right now. This game does that to me sometimes.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family, the good times and the bad.
I'm your dad.
Goodbye, Father.
Oh, MiHoYo. Oh, at least you got to see him again. And they can all return to the ley lines.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
Yeah, you did.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity, and with it, whatever trouble may ensue.
Yep, it's our responsibility now.
Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars, or Bennu will be most displeased.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard, From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
Oh, wow. So I am still in story mode. And I've got the next part of the quest. But I kind of want to run around for a little bit. Can't get up any higher because it's a freaking domain.
As I thought, the so-called 7 pillars of King Deshret are as underwhelming as ever.
What do you mean? Not a fan of the boys' club?
As men, as individuals, and even as gods, they are entirely undeserving of my attention. Al-Ahmar once commanded me to select a king from among the people, so naturally my eyes will open only for one who is worthy.
Ugh. Can we talk about something else? It all sounds pretty complicated, and I haven't read that many storybooks.
You think this is a mere story? Well, many would also say that the journey you shared with your father is not but a tale. My life, your life, they are nothing but stories. Little girl, it appears that you really have grown. In the past, you would have flown into a blind rage at my words, but now you are unperturbed.
Oh, it's nothing. I just feel like you're right. Getting all pissed at someone for telling the truth is pointless. It only makes me look petty.
This alone is proof enough of your growth. You're doing well, my dear girl. You're becoming ever stronger. Strong enough to defend the people and things you hold dear.
You think so? I hope you're right.
Oh, honey, that you have done so well for yourself, baby. And I know it's been hard.
You must be Sethos, the successor to the Temple of Silence. Hello.
Yup. That's me. Nefer, right? That's what I heard the others calling you. Judging by your outfit, I'm guessing you come from the desert too?
That's right. Started off in the desert, went to the rainforest, then went from there to Nodcry, where I work as an intel broker.
Huh. Well, this is interesting. You don't seem to talk about yourself all that much. Yet here you are, volunteering your life story to me. However abridged.
Maybe I'm looking to make some new friends.
He has access to the Temple of Silence's books.
I like making friends too. I'm easier to talk to than Sino and a little more streetwise than Tainari.
Which is why you came over this way, giving me the chance to strike up a conversation with you.
Was I that obvious?
I think you did fine. You were mindful of my attitude and hoped to lure me in through sentiment.
Lure you in isn't exactly how I'd put it. I see it more as an invitation.
An invitation to what?
To put down your luggage. Lay down your burdens. To return to your homeland. And be truly welcome in the place you once felt so estranged from.
You're a more interesting heir to Bamun than I was expecting.
Since you're familiar with my grandfather, I'll assume you're aware of our situation. I'd like to make friends with you. And I think you'd be a great asset to us. Not to mention the power you and I both hold. Originally belonged to the same organization.
Aha. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Ah, fresh air. A wondrous feeling.
Naturally.
I have a sudden urge to stretch my legs. Can anyone recommend a suitable leisure activity?
I might have had some recommendations for you were this the past, but here and now, for someone who has just left prison, there could be no greater joy than simply being outside of it at last.
I could not agree more.
Sprung! I'm out the pin! I got sprung! What's your prize student doing? What else would he be doing? Whatever yours is, eh? And Kale's with them, I suppose. These kids are rarely apart, are they? Our elders always said that your school days stay with you forever. This goes doubly for Sumeru, for school days could be long indeed, wouldn't you say? Well, does it look like I'm immune, saddled as I am with you and Zara Hadi? Oh, what's that? Tired of us already? And speaking of Zaha Hadi, she mentioned out of the blue how you doodled on your books while studying. That's hardly all I used to do while hitting the books. She said that you once circled the name of the murderer in the detective novel, and that, just in case someone missed it, you even wrote, "The murderer is so-and-so" as a hint. On the title page, no less. That, folks, was a fucking quest, by the way. Did I now? I suppose I was always the creative type. Oh, laugh it up, would you? Young Cyrus really was a budding genius, wasn't he? Full of wild ideas, more like, and you're still very much a kid, you know? A living example of how your school days stick with you. As they have with you, you straight-laced prig. Ugh. You know what? Let's leave it at that. Might as well bear with one another rather than expect us to turn our lives around or something. Truth be told, we should probably keep an eye out on Sino and his friends. We'll all need to tread more carefully than we used to. I will. Take care of yourself as well, alright? Don't let the pressure get to you. Now, you voiced everything else. Why did you not voice these two?
Do you hear that? Sounds like your teacher is scolding mine.
Huh. Classic.
Did you see her? She's a former Vahumana student who dropped out of the academia and went to Nodcry to work as an intel broker. There's more to her than meets the eye.
Yep.
How can you tell? Do the Matra have information on her?
Some, but nothing telling. I'm basing it on the fact that she seems to be an expert liar. She can fool many with her words.
A sixth sense for liars after investigating so many of them, I take it?
Yep. What about you? What do you make of her?
A little earlier, in the corner, I noticed she gave some supplies to Jet and had her deliver them to the main group.
She's meticulous and highly observant.
Besides, what was it you said? Making it to the top is no easy feat in any profession. Anyone who's at the top of their game has to have some sort of edge over others.
It's true, but she's not the only one at the top of her game. I also am, and so are you.
Sure, but what's to guarantee she won't overhear us talking about her?
Don't worry, I have my methods. Sethos is distracting her.
Ah, I see.
That would explain the whole conversation. Alright, I'm going this way. Then I must come this way. Hello, boys.
You must be the ones tasked by the Academia with renovating Aru?
Yes.
That's right.
That's us.
Good afternoon. I'm Kaveh, and these two are Termezi and Naisaburi. Hey, I'll hate them. Come and introduce yourself.
We've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King, and everyone knows these two. Afternoon, gentlemen.
I've only ever seen these two in murals.
Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. Precisely the activities we most enjoy, funnily enough.
No, only you enjoy playing chess. We were just humoring you.
Yeah, I'm still on. Ooh, sushi. Nom nom. I haven't had supper yet. I haven't been hungry. Mr. Bubbles had to do sandbags because the bad weather that y'all got, we got today. So, you know, being blue-collar worker, he had to stay late and had to help do the sandbags and everything else like that. But I am stoked, so stoked to be doing this new stuff. And I'm kind of glad you popped in now because I was snot crying a couple minutes ago. You. I'm good now.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hi, Pepper. No, I was not crying because of the content. Like it I've done some of this stuff, and this whole thing that we're doing right now, we're revisiting with some characters that we haven't seen in like 3 years. And like in this one thing, Jet, she lost, well, you'll meet her at some point in the future, but she lost her dad. Her dad sacrificed his life to save her and us. And he just got released into the ley lines, and he got to talk to her before he went to the ley lines, and it was just like, ah, I cried.
Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary assessment by the Academia indicates that this project requires expertise in various disciplines, including the deciphering of ancient texts, mechanical engineering, the restoration of ancient ruins, and elemental theory. The most capable minds in their respective fields are here before you. If there are no objections, we'd like to begin our work.
The Archon quests are designed to be emotional roller coasters sometimes. Like, this is the continuation. So, and I had this conversation with Supreme, I think yesterday. And he said, well, how far are you behind? And I was like, okay, well, I think Pepper's in like 2-point-something content with the Archon quest. And right now, we're at 6.6. And each year is like 7 or 8 patches worth of content. So, get to crack-a-lackin', woman.
The artisans who built Aru for Al-Ahmar gave their very lives to create this splendid work. Follow their example by giving your utmost devotion to this project.
Aye, aye, Bennu.
I didn't know that. We'll do our best, of course, but we certainly won't be sacrificing our lives.
All right, I'll hate them.
Such brazen words. Humans these days are a far cry from their ancestors. What little respect you show for King Deshret.
King Deshret's been dead for a long time.
No, that's not what he meant. Please don't mind him. He shares your sentiments, just not your, penchant for hyperbole. Assuming that's what you were going for?
Oh, well. Wait, Mr. Fubar is watching the boys? Too violent. So are the boys playing games or I don't understand.
I just think it's important to manage expectations.
Oh. I don't watch TV, so what's the Amazon show? Is it something new? Oh, it's called The Boys, and it's an Amazon show. Got it. I'm a little slow on the uptake sometimes. Had to go back and reread context. So The Boys is Tutu Violent. Got it. No worries. No worries at all.
Forgive my lack of courtesy, but we simply can't sacrifice our lives to the gods on completion of the project like people in the legends of old.
Tell him, Kaveh.
Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any requests.
He has a proposal report to the gods.
Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but we were really pressed for time on this occasion. I hope you'll forgive me if it's a little rough around the edges.
Pepper, don't forget to do your update. Because not only did we have the patch, but they patched the patch last night. So, quite a bit to download.
Naturally.
If my fellow ministers deem this meager display of respect sufficient, I suppose I can consider agreeing to their proposal.
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays of respect to Al-Ahmar? We should be trying to make things easy for them. You never know. We might have to rely on these young people to look after us in our old age.
Bruh, you're already old as fuck. How much older can you get?
Exactly.
This is Aru's mainframe. Be reminded to use it with great caution.
We certainly will. Thank you for your assistance.
You may attempt to lay out punishment should you so desire, though I'm afraid it would be futile. You and I both know that certain components of Aru can only be operated by humans.
King Deshret always believed in humanity. Still, the reason that Aru's modules are designed that way is not so much because he trusted them, but more because he was wary of you.
Is that true? No wonder human artisans helped to build Aru then. He actually required human assistance to create his greatest work.
Naturally.
Have you noticed that the Goat King keeps giving superficial responses? It's like he's just going through the motions and leaving the real debate to his colleagues.
He understands the art of perfunctory speech. That's what earned him his position as the Minister of Ministers. It seems the rumors about King Deshret being a poor judge of character are baseless after all.
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal and mocking me.
Oh, boys. Just kiss already, for fuck's sake.
You're mistaken. And while there's nothing strictly wrong with making every conversation about yourself, it's not exactly a positive tendency either.
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
They act like an old married couple all the time.
It's your job to activate it after all. Let's begin. Everyone, please proceed with the external checks and preparations as per the procedures outlined in the engineering plan.
And Al-Haytham's like, I have a touch of the tism and you can see it.
Hello there, youngsters.
Tough. Dude, stop sneaking up on people. You know, you look better as a cat. Saying.
Whoa, the Ibis King came to life.
What do you mean, came to life? I've been alive the whole time.
You did say we could start our research, right? Are you having second thoughts now?
No, I just want to see what you're doing. I'm nosy as fuck.
I've reviewed the proposal. The work you're planning to carry out on this grand device is ambitious in its scope. You have ample confidence in your abilities, I take it?
I wouldn't say I'm feeling hugely confident, but given how bad things are, I'd rather at least try something than sit around waiting to die.
Amen, brother. Yes, this is Kaveh. Yeah, from yesterday. That whines a lot. Ooh, BOGO sushi. And my stomach just went, oh, I haven't had supper yet.
You are the top scholars of your day. I trust you are aware that there are countless links between Aru and the Akasha?
Aru and the Akasha? But I thought the Akasha was the Academia's greatest technological accomplishment, created years ago by the Dendro Archon to help her people access knowledge.
And you too? Do you not know either?
You've read the instruction manual, right?
Yeah.
You tell them.
Yes.
An instruction manual? The Akasha has an instruction manual? The Dendro Archon is a kind and thoughtful god indeed.
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the House of Dana. Not the most popular read. If the manual is to be believed, Aru was in fact the original inspiration for the Akasha system.
What? But there are so few records about Aru anywhere. And practically none of the scientific expeditions into the desert had anything to do with it.
Ah, but this is something you could not possibly have known. You may have heard many stories about the desert, but what is the most important aspect of history? Consider this a quiz. Anyone from Vahumana present?
Oh, supper and dinner in my area are interchangeable. It's the same meal.
I'm from Vahumana. It's, well, veracity.
Precisely.
Yeah,
and a large part of veracity is the chronological order in which events occur.
Okay, so this is in one of the temples in the desert. This is inside King Deshret's mausoleum. So that's in the desert area in Sumeru. I don't think... Okay, so remember the other day where you were like that big, vast area where there were no waypoints? It's up in there.
I may as well tell you. In the beginning, Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers, descended upon Sumeru. The glory of the heaven was within her. She brought life, oases, and knowledge to this land.
She was an angel.
Then she created the Jinn, enlightened them, and ordered them to serve her. Two other gods also walked upon this land where wisdom flowed in abundance, and the three met beneath the great green trees. It was the first and greatest alliance. We should speak with reverence of this covenant between the three, which transcended both time and life. For they promised that in Sumeru, wisdom would be shared with all. All the great changes in Sumeru's history began with the goddess of flowers. For King Deshret's sake, she pried into the secrets of Celestia, and for this was burned to ashes by the flames of wrath.
Wow.
So grieved was King Deshret by her passing that he lost all interest in state affairs and devoted himself instead to the knowledge that she had brought back. It was after learning of the technology from that floating island in the sky that he first conceived of Aru.
So she went and got the technological blueprints in theory.
And so, the Akasha was inspired by Aru, while the basis for Aru itself came from Celestia's technology.
Alrighty then.
Well, if the two share a common technological origin, then connecting one system to the other is an entirely feasible idea.
Unbelievable. Have you no reverence at all for celestial technology?
I mean, this is his first introduction to it.
No, I do, but there's no time for that. The schedule is too tight. Blame it on the deadline.
Perhaps you could try coming up with our cutoff dates.
You know what it's like having to turn around 5 different drafts in one day? I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Oh, Kaveh.
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis, King, you don't plan on getting directly involved at all, do you?
Yes, well, you strike us more as having come to give a popular science lecture. Or, wait, does this count as more of a
No. We're not
first-hand
going to be
witness
backbiting on each other.
Neither. Anyway, this sounds like far too much work for me.
Still, if Aru is so powerful, why didn't King Deshret use it for more ambitious ends?
Oh, it's always drama.
Because it was never fully completed. King Deshret had grand plans, but he perished before they could come to fruition. In the beginning, his wish was to create something that could rival the very world itself. The Lord of Flowers sacrificed everything for that ambition. What he desired, she bestowed, and thus was knowledge brought into the world. Her courage and sacrifice had to be honored with the most splendid of monuments, or King Deshret would surely have deemed it a grave injustice. And that monument, built from knowledge and technology, etched with a sacrificial and courageous love, even in its unfinished form, it deserves to be treasured.
They have some of the best storylines. Like, it's amazing. So I mean, you've heard the music and everything like that, obviously. But the storylines that they come up with, and I know that you haven't really gotten too far into the Archon quests and stuff like that, but when you start getting into the 3.0 content, that's the Inazuma stuff, it'll grab you and it'll make you start thinking, and from the very beginning it keeps you'll have a change of opinion about where from you start from the beginning of the game to where you are now. It's like at the beginning of the game, you hate the Fatui. The Fatui are awful. They're evil people. Well, we're getting ready. We're going to have one more patch after this one, and that'll be the summer event. And we're getting ready to go to Snezhnaya. So we're getting ready to go to the Fatui in like August. And we've met some Fatui that have now become friends of ours. So it comes full circle. It's like nothing is as it seems from the beginning. And the lore is freaking dank.
At that time, King Deshret said the following to the Lord of Dendro. Since we share an eternal covenant, I shall never be your enemy. Hence, the fruit of wisdom from the heavens is not to be devoured.
So, talking about books, as you go through the game, you pick up books. Because you've met the bookseller in Liyue. That was when you did your Xingqiu quest. And you can actually read the books. Now, I will send you a link to a website where you can go read all the books. and not have to like physically try to pick them up and pay for them and whatnot. And a lot of the books have like lore having to deal with the things that are happening today.
Remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy of wisdom. Yet you and she have taught me much and shown me kindness. For this, I cherish you both. In the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of the souls. It was but a primitive form of the masterwork the king had envisaged. His final hope for Aru was to return to the past, when she yet lived.
Oh. Okay, so that would explain when he stopped time at the Oasis.
So the point you're making is, King Deshret was both powerful and ambitious, and he only ceased his imperious ways out of affection for the goddess of flowers and the Dendro Archon. You could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sentiments that lay between these three gods placing constraints on him. This was, after all, the foundation of the alliance between them.
This explains why Aru was both a prison and a monument, and why the answer to the three questions was time.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all manner of misfortune. This is as true for gods as it is for humans. Love is the same. It is both a prison and a monument. All right, let us pause the story here for now. Seeing as you've been so diligent, I'll offer a little help.
You were going with the dank lore. Why are we stopping? You talk everybody's ear off. Like Nicole. Why did we stop?
Who's in charge again? Is it you two?
Ah, yes, me and him.
Now then, close your eyes. Wisdom hides in the space between the tangible and the intangible. It is to convey the incommunicable through the simplest of mediums.
Oh, just marry them already, Toth.
By the power of King Deshret, I shall grant you a glimpse into the unseen secrets that lie at the threshold of existence.
May now kiss the bride.
Where did this come from? Is it a new mechanism?
It looks more like some form of externalized information. You've rendered it visible?
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater range of knowledge, the power of our king permits one to perceive ingenuities that do not belong to this world.
Oh no. I have to do another invisible thing. I might have to do an invisible puzzle, is what you're saying. Fuck me.
This is no ordinary mechanism. It reflects the internal structure of Aru. Whether you choose to increase or decrease, keep or discard. Come, use these to achieve the outcome you desire.
Okay.
Looks mechanical to me. Better let me handle it, just in case. But wait, how do I get up there?
There's an invisible ramp somewhere.
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, well, apparently I already took the elevator up, and now I'm Kaveh. Okay, so... Take the cell. Rotate the cell. Perfect. Okay. Step 1. Step 2. Coming.
Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Alhaitham, there's some writing here I'll need you to decipher.
Delicious in dungeon? I wonder what they have in that one.
I've sent it to your screen. Do you see it?
Got it. It's a little blurry, but I should manage.
Oh. They have a cookbook?
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh, and I'll send any other similar text directly to you from now on.
Let's start with this one. It's a variant of an older script. Herein lie verses written for the Yellow Sands. Looks like cultural information from the age of King Deshret.
If so, I suggest you delete it.
Words thrown together merely for fun. I had no idea Aru kept a record of this.
Well, as long as you're certain that this is strictly private information, that's fine.
It is unimportant.
All right, well, I guess I'll start now.
All right, let's see, where am I going now? Okay. Please. Rotate the cell, please. And release. Rotate the cell. Nice. And we have another monument.
Found some more. Sending them over to you now.
These are all reports about the Gurabad conflict.
Can we delete them?
I'd say so. Most of this information has already been archived anyway.
What if there are details in there that Vahumana missed? What are we supposed to do if they come after us in the future?
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't resolve these issues now, there won't even be an academia in the future, let alone a Vahumana Darshan.
Through that.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, done. There's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll check them out.
Alright, so am I just moving onwards? Or am I releasing you? Okay, well I'm not really— oh, okay, I have a new one over here. Got it. Got it! And rotate. And no. Oh, I hate these. Let's go, Cletus. This thing ain't gonna last forever.
Another monument.
Hold on.
Ave, chill the fuck out, dude.
You're still reading it? How long is it?
It records the development and governance of the Oasis civilization. Most of it concerns the Jinn, but it also contains records left by the artisans who built Aru.
Is it important?
Some of it. There was no way for me to read the whole thing in its entirety, so I had to rely on my intuition to pick the parts worth keeping.
God, I hope you picked the right parts.
What about the artisans' records? What do they mention?
They're speculations, mostly. For instance, they were wondering how to protect themselves if King Deshret decided to silence them after the construction of Aru was complete.
Sounds like pure mythology to me. Surely that kind of thing didn't really happen.
Hi, Pepperoni! Or Pepperoni number 1.
The records do emphasize that this was merely their conjecture based on various myths. Still, the artisans
And
did leave
pepperoni
details of
number
their
2,
plans to
hello.
survive, including blueprints for their escape route.
Even that got recorded? Okay, well, I'll make a copy of this first before I delete it.
Is that truly necessary? You won't be needing those.
No, the blueprints are important. I want to keep them as a memento.
Ave is an architect, by the way. Ave is the person who designed the palace at Alcazar-Zari, or
I
whatever
think
it's
that should
called.
just about do it.
It meets the requirements of the contingency plans, so we should be good.
I gotta say, it's the strangest feeling. This cross between reality and the intangible. It's like drifting between life and death. Or in and out of a dream. Using my own hands to manipulate illusions that are forever out of reach.
Chasing dreams in the most literal sense. Definitely a novel experience.
What happens if my spirit just floats away?
Ave, I'm gonna need you to get your shit together. We got stuff to do. You can get theoretical at a later time.
That won't happen. Anyway, I wouldn't celebrate just yet if I were you. There's likely to be a phase 2 of this project.
All right. I'd better keep my wits about me then.
Alright, I have the ability to leave right now if I want to. Okay, wait a minute. I get to talk to people again? Are y'all gonna say the same shit? Because
I expected that the outside world no longer respected the ancient gods, but even so, I do find the tone of these youngsters to be dreadfully impolite.
It should hardly come as a surprise to you. I remember you saying the same
Okay,
thing
Boomer.
last time.
I assumed that was just a one-off. I did not realize it was the norm.
Don't you think that young lad's matter-of-fact tone sounds familiar? It bears a rather uncanny resemblance to you, Goatee.
Surely a sign that he is a man of rare intelligence.
Oh. The rest of them, though, much better. The blonde-haired one, for instance. So sincere. That's the kind of kid I can respect.
Oh, really? Well, what about your disciple, Nefer? She's about the furthest from sincerity that a person can get.
that is a very good
And
point.
now you hit the crux of the issue. Thoth is spouting lies again. He cares nothing for sincerity. He likes Nefer simply because her personality is just like his. Thus, in giving his approval to Nefer, Thoth is simply validating himself. The rest is but smoke and mirrors.
Oh, he called your ass out.
You have some nerve saying that. There really is no helping you two.
Shut up, chess rookie.
What nonsense is this? How dare you tell me to shut up?
How can you engage in such banal chitter-chatter at a time like this?
Oh my god.
Aru has been opened. The glory and splendor of a bygone age is about to sweep over the earth like a flood. And you're here squabbling like petulant children. All three of you are insufferable. King Deshret was merciful, indeed, giving you a chance to be released from prison. I say, you should have been locked up for good.
Ah, but Bennu, look on the bright side. Had they not been released, we would not have been awoken.
That's very true.
Oh. You've been here this whole time. You should be scolding them along with me.
Somebody's in trouble.
I miss Hermanubis. It's not a real reunion without him here.
And now you're avoiding the topic and talking to yourself. Why King Deshret designed your personality like this, I will never understand.
Isn't this simply proof that our king supports my free will?
Oh, look at those two rust buckets. Suddenly, you two do not seem so bad after all.
Here,
Oh
here.
my god.
If being stuck together for thousands of years fosters no friendship, I cannot say what would.
Naturally.
That was well worth coming back. That was so worth coming back for. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else. Okay, I don't think there's anything else this way. Okay, let me shortcut my little self. Won't let me go up there because it's a fucking domain. Got it. Yes, thanks. Can't talk to El Haytham. Oh, can talk to Tainari.
How's it going? Are things progressing smoothly?
Well enough, I suppose. You know how it is. The work itself is only half the problem. The other half is having to work with Al Haytham.
I'm sure the feeling is mutual. Honestly, though, I thought you two had already worked things out.
Yeah, kiss and make up. I mean, like...
As if. Turns out working closely together is the best way to expose any tensions lurking beneath the surface. Besides, I just think that some people never change.
Agreed. Case in point, you didn't make sure I was out of earshot before you started complaining about me.
Busted.
Old habits die hard.
Actually, this is for your own good. Maybe if you spend a little more time listening to what other people have to say, you might actually realize that you're the problem.
So these two are roommates.
Naivete is another old habit of yours.
They're roommates.
I had assumed that you both volunteered for this project, like us forest rangers. But now I'm getting the sense that wasn't the case.
No.
Definitely not. We were assigned to it by Lesser Lord Kusanali and Nephis.
As much as I'd love to be doing normal work for normal clients, these Titan projects are all that's on offer right now. Though I'm sure they wouldn't be roping us in if they had any better options. Just goes to show how short-staffed the academia really is.
I'm sure you've prepared yourself mentally, but I still feel the need to advise you to lower your expectations. It might make the process of working together a little less intolerable.
I know! Same to you! But if you already understood that, you should also know not to say the quiet part out loud.
El Haytham always says the quiet part out loud.
Why don't you come help me with my forest patrols? Might help you avoid any further disagreements.
Good suggestion, but unfortunately, differences of opinion will always exist. Changing the nature of the work won't get rid of them.
For once, I actually agree. There is zero chance of us ever resolving our differences. Zero! But even so, the work must be done. Care for some coffee?
I'm glad to see you making progress.
Don't act so smug! It'd be nice if you made some too!
I feel like even I've made some progress today. In the past, I never would have dared to try and mediate a conflict between you two while you're both right there in front of me.
Way to go, Tainari!
Apologizing probably makes it sound like I'm in the wrong, but... I'm sorry.
I was just kidding. Truth be told, I don't have any work to do at the moment, so I'm just here to kill some time.
How's Kale?
Yes,
she's studying
how's
with
Kale?
Nicole. I'm not sure how she's getting along, but she seems to be in good spirits at least.
I wouldn't worry. Angelic affairs are probably above your pay grade anyway.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, but Sino and I are still a little concerned for her. He said he'd go keep Kale company after he's finished training the mercenaries. I'm planning to join them myself shortly.
Kale will be okay. Have faith in her.
Absolutely, she's a tough little bug.
Even we can see how much more confident and outgoing she's become in these past few years. Thanks to you and Sino being there for her and providing guidance every step of the way, she can finally stand on her own 2 feet.
Yes, she can. Her and Amber.
On her own 2 feet.
You have not met her, although you can obtain a free copy of her when you go to the Spiral Abyss. But she is also a big character in the manga link that I sent you, webcomic, which some of that happened in that webcomic is going on right now. Like the backstory of to why Kale is the way that she is.
Does it feel bittersweet? Watching the younger generation grow up and move on?
No, not yet, at least. I was just thinking. I wish there was more I could do for everyone.
Oh, well, hold on one second. Let me see. So they implemented a new thing on this patch. So, Kale, Sprout of Rebirth, a trainee forest ranger named Kale, is active in Sumeru's Gandaraville. Helpful, bright and sunny, friendly and passionate. Just ask around Gandaraville, and you'll hear her praised to the skies in such terms. However, as popular as she is, there is one thing that gives Kale a serious headache: literacy. Oh, she understands simple words just fine, but she starts to struggle a bit once anything harder to write or understand pops up. However, Kale believes that so long as she persists in her training, she will one day read and write as well as any researcher. Keep it up, Kale. She is adorable. That's the little green girl that I was co-oping with you that one day. So they implemented this whole new thing. Kind of give you a quick refresher.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, she will. Just try to relax.
All right. We're gonna rest for a while. Apparently, we just hit a save point because it went the clicky click. So I don't have access to a map because I'm in story mode. It is currently 8:10. Yeah, I could probably go for a little bit. So one of the problems that we had with earlier Archon quests in the 6.0 section was we never knew when we could leave the quest. So for this particular patch, they put in a little ticker thing that lets you know when you can leave and re-enter, because they have save points. So you don't have to go back and redo quest items. Which means, if that's the case,
Traveler from afar, do you worry for the fate of Sumeru as well?
Going forward, Snezhnaya is gonna be fucking lit.
Whoa! It's Sobek the Crocodile King!
Greetings, Crocodile King.
Please be at ease. I'm just here to chat with you about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So, when you begin the game, you have the option to pick either the male or the female character. On this account is the female character. I do have another account that is kind of in the area where Pepper's account is at, like time-wise. I haven't been on that account in I don't know how long, but that's the male character on that account. But once you choose, you can't go back and choose the other gender.
Sounds like you really care about her.
The game progresses the same way, regardless of whether or not it's the male or the female character. They do change some of the wording, but the storyline is exactly the same.
Yes, although to be exact, it is a mixture of both concern and curiosity that I feel.
Speaking of Nahida, Paimon was wondering how she's doing.
Wait a moment.
What is it?
I tried calling out to Apep, but there was no response.
We
This
need
could
to go
only
check
mean
on
that she
Apep.
is focusing all her energy on taking care of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
All the gods who served King Deshret seemed super surprised to hear that Apep agreed to help Nahida. Guessing she made a bad impression on you or something.
Are you aware of the history between her and our king?
I am, but for the purposes of this, I'm gonna go. I'm not.
The story begins a long time ago. Al-Ahmar was always a wishful thinker where the Dendro dragon was concerned. Without consulting her, he decided to list her among the 7 pillars and declared his own power to be far superior to hers. That was when our king was at the height of his power. Ibis Goti and I were no match for him, and so we chose to submit and serve as his ministers. But not Apep. No, she never thought much of him.
Oh, she didn't think much of any human at all.
To Apep, Al-Ahmar's pride and sense of superiority were nothing but ignorance and hubris. In fact, they fought numerous times, but usually the battle ended in a draw. In the end, King Deshret coveted the power of Celestia, only to end up corrupted by knowledge. His final act was to trick the dragon into swallowing him whole, leaving her to bear the torment of his sins.
Yeah, and it drove her freaking insane.
The Dendro Dragon stands for the glory of a bygone era. She hated Al-Ahmar and what he represented. All the gods, all the power they wielded. And so, her willingness to help the Dendro Archon through this crisis comes as a great surprise indeed. It makes one wonder whether, perhaps, the Dendro Archon assisted her in the past.
Yep, Nahida did her a huge favor.
Tell Sobek about how Nahida helped to free Apep from her suffering.
So Lesser Lord Kusanali put an end to the Dendro Dragon's many long years of torment. As much as she loathes the 7, Apep knows kindness when she sees it. No wonder she was willing to make an exception.
Yeah, that's the sense we got from dealing with her, too.
Yeah.
She is not incapable of coexisting with other living things. Rather, she actively chooses to avoid coexistence. And this despite the fact that she symbolizes life itself. How ironic. All of this being said, I wouldn't expect too much from her if I were you. Nothing will change her hatred towards humanity and gods.
Oh, we got that. She is very clear in her stance.
We'll keep that in mind. Anyway, how much longer do you think Nahida needs to stay with Apep?
Should probably go check on her. Maybe we should go and pick her up. Yeah,
For
that'd
all
be
we
great.
know, the Fatui might still be in the desert. Just to be on the safe side, why don't we grab anyone who isn't busy right now and go look for her? I'm alright, Paimon. Huh? Was that Nahida's voice?
It seems the treatment was effective.
Since when do my deeds require your evaluation?
Here will do just fine.
I had no intention of taking you any further. One ought not expect greater generosity than they have earned.
You always hide your kindness away like an oasis within a sandstorm. Only those who make it through the swirling winds can know just how beautiful that oasis is, and how much hope it brings.
You dare appraise my being?
No, I'm expressing my gratitude. I want to thank you for sharing your precious life force with me.
Awake already. You are more resilient than I thought.
Pep. I feel much better. Thank you.
Gods and their gratitude mean little to me. I would rather you give me your assurance that the situation with Irminsul and Sumeru's ley lines will be competently managed. If I suffer any ill effects from the ley lines, you, as the god of this land, will be held responsible. And you would not enjoy being held to account by me.
I understand what you require, but I would assume this task even if you did not demand it. Sumeru is my responsibility. I must resume my duties as soon as possible.
A farcical notion. God of Sumeru, I hope you realize how unextraordinary your strength is.
Lies and deception.
And yet, maybe it is precisely what defines me. A god of wisdom is not meant to rule by force.
Then hold steady. We go forth.
Well, I'll be. Is that a pep?
Uh-oh.
Do my eyes deceive me? Of all places, the Dendro Dragon has decided to visit the mausoleum of King Deshret?
Toth, please don't piss off the dragon.
I see that after all this time, El Ahmar's menagerie of ministers remain as vile as ever.
Please don't piss off the dragon.
It's a pleasure, Dendro Dragon. Had you arrived but a little sooner, you might have attended a meeting of the Seven Pillars.
What a nauseating thought. You are not the first insects I have had the displeasure of dealing with today. A swarm of them tugged on my tail on my way over. Goodness knows what hovels they crawled from. Why do all the creatures of this world remain so lowly after all this time?
Excuse me? I am not a lowly creature.
What did you do with them?
I cast them away. What would you have me do? Keep them as trinkets?
You could.
Boor, this is where we shall part ways. To be clear, I do not wish to see you or anyone else here ever again, unless absolutely necessary.
Well, you see, I come and kill you once a week, so there's that.
Then I wish you peace as you return to your dwelling place.
Thank you for helping Nahida.
It matters not to me. Simply refrain from bothering me again.
I'll see you next week.
A force to be reckoned with. At times like this, I feel glad that she has no interest in any of this.
Hold on, just hold on, okay? We're almost there.
You gave her a voice, and you brought the Aranara. Best fucking date ever.
We made it.
Sorush.
Huh? Wait, that voice. It's... Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall.
But you brought the Aranara. Catch the babies. And she caught... She tried. I've got you.
Well, that's a relief. A pair of safe hands indeed.
The Dendro Archon's familiars.
She's a world quest.
They are the last thing I expected to see here.
Huh? Wait, what are the Aranara doing here?
And the
Don't you guys
Aranara
hate the
is
desert?
another world quest. And there are like 70-something of them that you gotta go find in the forest. Good luck!
Obviously, I was worried about the Dendro Archon. I've been supporting them with my Pari powers the whole way here. Oh, you seem pretty nervous. Is it because there are too many people around? Not just people. It's all these non-human beings, too. It's hard on them.
Oh, poor babies.
I can't believe you made such a long and dangerous journey just for my sake.
because the
I
R&R
appreciate
never
your
leaves
support
the
so much.
rainforest.
Thank you all.
Ever.
I'll have to ask everyone to wait while I help our new arrival settle in. Once I'm done, I'll gather everyone to discuss our next steps.
This quest is like they're getting every fucking thing from the Sumeru timeline in one place.
Traveler, Paimon, shall we find a place for our friends to stay?
Sure.
Awesome! Let's go! Well, first I have some questions.
Oh, by the way, Nahida, she's the Dendro Archon. You answered Nahida's questions, bringing her up to speed on everything that has happened.
Okay, I think that covers everything. Thank you. We can get going now.
Can I talk to all of you? They're so stinking adorable. Oh, this is awesome. Come on, guys. Which way are we going? Follow me. I think I know where I'm going. Oh, they're just so cute. Okay, now, Sarush is a desert world quest. Everybody else is a rainforest world quest. But the Aranara all start with ARA, each one of their names. So your brain will hurt by the end. Where is my Aranara book? I know it's around here somewhere. There's my... The Aranyaka. You're gonna have so much fun. You get to learn how to play music. You have to go take photos. It's a lot.
I've
It'll
faced
keep you
many
busy.
opponents in my duels. Most of them I defeated. The rest surrendered. No, I have never lost a duel.
Come on, babies. Hold on. I'm gonna turn this around and I'm gonna do it this way. Come on, babies. Okay, we got anybody left behind? Okay. This is stinking adorable. Come on, kids. That little pretty, that was an Aranara. What? Big Dendro dragon threw us across the sky. So scary. And so many Nara here. Cheer up, Arapas. They're all looking at us. Wait, they're all looking at us? Because they can't be seen. Typically, they can't be seen by anybody. Surely all those Nara can't see us. Nara are always so busy walking here and there. Hide, hide, don't let the Nara catch us. They can have the pot. But wait, no, the Nara can't take the pot. My sister said I have to look after it. The Nara are coming.
Hello, everyone. It's only us.
Oh, Lord of Dendro, Nara Bubbles, and White Floaty. Lord of Dendro, Nara Bubbles, Paimon, it's been a long time.
It must be very tough for you coming all the way out here, especially since you don't like the Veluca. Is everyone back in Vanarana doing well?
Araja is a Vasara tree. Vasara trees protect Varanara. And so that means Araja is protecting Varanara. So the tree that they're talking about is in one of those areas you can't get to yet because it's locked behind a quest. Don't worry, everyone who stayed behind will do their best to protect their home. And we'll do our part too.
Ah, everyone's here. Good. Are you okay? You look like you were about to pass out back there. Then you're forgetting who I am. Don't underestimate me.
Yes, ma'am. Sorush, the mighty red floaty.
Oh, excuse me! Are you comparing me to Paimon?
Oh. Well, Arikan thinks it suits you.
I suppose everyone is gathered here because of me. As we can see, the situation is critical, and everyone is very busy with their various tasks, so...
Need help? Arapos can help. We can all help. Arapos brought a pot to make soup. Very delicious. All of us are here to help. Oh, come on. Oh, that was all I got was that little bit of the, Oh, okay. I am not reading all of those because I'm having Arnara flashbacks. But everybody's gonna help.
I can't thank you enough. Right now, we're focused on restructuring Aru, processing excess information, and helping restore everyone's confidence. I'm sure you'll find it all very straightforward. I can help too! Just let me know where I'm needed.
Together, together! Lord of Dendro, Arabalika has something important to tell you. On our way out of Varanara, we saw some Nara talking in secret. They all Nara, up to no good. Oh, you must have saw the other person.
Up to no good?
Yes, 2 Nara sneaking around at Caravan Rebat.
That definitely sounds suspicious. Traveler, Paimon, I have other work to attend to here that needs to take priority. Could I trouble you to investigate the situation Arabalika spoke of? No problem. Leave it to us.
Girl, just work your happy little butt off. I do that at work all the time. I'm familiar with it. Work in finance, and it's always in all caps. I don't know why, but it's always in all caps.
Thank you. I'm counting on you. There's one other thing. If you are to work alongside the people of Sumeru, you will need to make yourselves visible to them. Is that acceptable to everyone?
Well, if we really have to, I guess we have no choice. Don't be afraid, Arpos. You make the most delicious soup. Everyone will like you.
There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you do feel afraid, don't worry. Just call my name and I'll be there.
Okay.
Very well. Now, I shall bestow a small blessing upon you all. Whenever people see you and interact with you, from the moment their gaze meets yours, they will experience the most beautiful of dreams.
Nahida gently raises her hand. You don't know what she did, but you feel a wonderful presence, like something out of a lovely dream indeed. Sunlight trickling through the branches, glistening like gold leaf. The trees chanting softly in the breeze as the flowing water plays a symphony. Your heart swells up like a balloon as it fills with happiness. There are many terrible things yet to be resolved, but in this moment, all you feel is peace, friendship, and love as you stand side by side with dozens of other creatures together in the forest. Okay, I'm gonna start crying. The people around you turn their heads and scan their surroundings. They hear it too. Ancient voices speak from the forest, soothing everyone's hearts. Do not fear. Do not be afraid. Do not be overcome by the storm.
Do not fear. We will face it together. This too shall pass.
Don't mind me. I'm okay. I'm just fanning my face at the moment because my eyeballs are leaking. I apologize. Just one moment. It's just something I needed to hear right now. Okay, I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm gonna get my shit together. Alright, got my shit together. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I am not gonna. I have to talk to them. Oh, wait. Okay. I went ahead, but there's so many people to talk to. Okay, Gart. Where'd Joe come from? There's a lot more researchers here than there was a few minutes ago. Alright. Let's do this. MiHoYo tugs at my heartstrings. They really do.
Ah, everyone's here. Wonderful.
Dendro Archon, you're back.
Yep, I'm here.
Are you recovering all right?
Back again.
You mustn't push yourself too hard.
Archon's back. Tell a friend.
I'm doing very well. Thank you for your concern.
Scholars update Nahida on the progress of Aru's renovations.
I see. Using the power of Aru to reboot the Akasha and gain access to Irminsul. It's a sound plan, although I regret to be the bearer of bad news. But with the state that Irminsul is currently in, it's impossible to access via traditional means. Even the Akasha won't change that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alas, we had feared this may be the case.
And what about non-traditional means?
Non-traditional means?
Yeah, brute force our fucking way into the system.
Are you saying...
Desperate times call for new measures.
Blow it up. One of the things that I appreciated about this new system after we got to Nodcry was I don't have to physically, once you get into the quest, into the story mode, I don't physically have to go to a teleport. They take me there. Ta-da! Why is Caravan Rebot deserted? Yeah, that just started in 6.0, so you got a lot to catch up with, sister girl. Alright, you Shanchi bastard, where are you? Sino.
Hey, we're here!
Oh, you were waiting on us.
Ah, it's you. Is there a situation? The Aranara have good intuition when it comes to people.
Yes, they do.
In other words, There may well be a traitor among us.
I put my money on one of the people from the academia.
Given everything that's going on, I'd be more surprised if there wasn't.
Miss Nefer, as a professional intelligence broker, I trust you have a solution?
Not one that I'm willing to volunteer. What's in it for me?
Let's say I'll treat this as a pilot project aimed at expanding your intelligence operations. Whatever business you're in, an avenue to demonstrate your abilities could never hurt.
Side note, the gentleman that does the voice for Sino is actually a VTuber called Sayu. And he is freaking hilarious.
I like the sound of that. Glad we're on the same page.
Given that you rarely set foot in Sumeru, practically no one at Caravan Rebot knows who you are.
I take it you've read the files on everyone in the area?
Yes. I also skimmed the list of evacuees, and am more or less up to date on where everyone stands.
Any initial suspects?
Limiting the scopes to males whose recent activity could be viewed as suspicious, I've identified 3 names. The Aranara saw 2 people talking, but currently we only have 1 suspect. The other person was probably just a messenger, and in all likelihood has already left Caravan Rebot.
Everyone is heading for the desert per the evacuation order. Anyone willing to turn back at this stage is almost certainly with the Fatui.
There's no way it was a spur-of-the-moment decision to act at a time like this. This spy must have been planted long ago. We need to smoke him out from wherever he's hiding.
Sounds like you have the beginnings of a plan.
Sino and Nefer quickly exchange intel and narrow down the relevant information.
I see. Your suspicions are well-founded. I'd be watching him too if I were you.
Ooh.
So far, we still lack solid evidence that he's been bribed. He hasn't made any recent purchases that would indicate he came into some cash.
Then let's get closer to him to confirm before we make our move. I can handle it. I'm not based in Sumeru, so barely anyone at Caravan Rebot knows who I am.
And you're certain you've never encountered this person in Nodcry?
I'm certain. Besides, it's extremely rare for me to have had any direct contact with Sumeru mercenaries besides Jet. There's no way he could have seen my face before.
True, because you don't come back very often.
Sino, stay out of sight and wait for my signal. If he raises any red flags, I'll bring him toward the main road.
Understood. I'll take it from there.
Excellent. Well, it's a pleasure working with you.
Oh, I figured as much.
Darker skin, scars, frequents the desert and has ample combat experience. Nothing unusual about how he dresses or acts. What's that he's looking at? A coin. Interesting. Could that be how his contact paid him? Conveniently discreet for someone trying to hide any unexplained income. And yet it could be highly valuable. Sorry to bother you. Has everyone here already left? I don't suppose you happen to see a lady wearing a hat?
Ma'am, what are you doing in Caravan Rebot all by yourself? The main group evacuated some time ago. Didn't you pass them on the road?
My friend and I lost some of our cargo along the way. I didn't want to miss out on potential business, so I told her to go on ahead and meet the client while I retraced our steps. I didn't think it would be so late by the time I found it. And then there was a terrible sandstorm. I guess I must have taken a wrong turn, because I didn't see any large groups on my way here.
Forgive me for asking, but just to be on the safe side, could you describe this friend of yours?
Sure. She has blonde hair, and she was wearing a hat and a white dress. You'd definitely know if you'd seen her.
Yes, I think that does ring a bell. Ah, my apologies. During this exceptional time, the Corps of 30 are under orders to be extra cautious when dealing with unknown people, whoever they might be.
So scary.
I understand. Well, sir, is there anything else you need to know? If not, I'd better try and catch up with them.
Hey, wait! They left a good while ago now. You'll never catch up with them on your own. Why don't I give you a ride? I'm here to collect the last few people anyway. We have plenty of carts, so one more won't be a problem.
Oh, well, that'd be nice.
That would be amazing. Traveling with a group will be much safer. I'll have to pay you for your trouble.
Hey, let's not worry about the money for now. Wait here a moment. Once I'm done packing up, I'll take you to join the rest of the group.
All right, thanks. Let me know if you need a hand carrying anything.
No need for that. I'm strong enough for both of us.
Okay. Well, I wish there was some way I could repay you. Guess it's my lucky day, running into someone who knows what they're doing here. You might have just saved my life, you know?
You're not wrong there. I mean, what kind of cargo is so important that it's worth risking your life to get back? I hope for your sake that it's priceless.
Actually, I suppose I can tell you, since you've been such a big help. But be sure to keep it to yourself, or we could both be in big trouble.
Oh, really? Sounds mysterious.
We're in the antiques business. You understand? Some of our goods aren't acquired through the most legitimate means. We have to be very discreet when we're selling them. That's why I had to go looking for the missing cargo alone.
Ah, no wonder. Well, ma'am, in that case, it turns out that maybe there is something you could do for me.
I'm all ears. But to be clear, our commission isn't cheap. Think carefully before you ask. We don't want to ruin our relationship before we even hit the road.
Oh, Nefer, she's
I'm
great
sure that won't be a problem.
at
My
negotiation.
issue is, I have something that's a little difficult to sell on as well. Take a look at this.
The mercenary reveals an old coin in his hand. Thanks to her dealings in Nodcry, Nefer has seen plenty of antiques in her time and recognizes it as a very rare, high-value item. The ancient coin used to pay off the mercenary is made of pure gold. At first glance, it's hard to discern its country of origin. If sold to an astute collector, it would fetch a very high price.
Pure gold. That's quite something. How'd you come across it? Dig it out of some ancient tomb?
If you look hard enough, there are many treasures to be found in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
It has no distinct Snezhnayan markings. That'll be why he's going with that story. And he clearly doesn't want to arouse suspicion, so he's on the lookout for an opportunity to make a quiet trade. Surely you have an existing business partner. Won't they take it off your hands? I hope I won't be attracting the wrath of my competitors by helping you sell this.
The shop I used to work with is having cash flow issues at the moment after losing some money. I'm under enough pressure as it is without having to deal with them. On the off chance anything went wrong, I'd never get my money back.
Never gonna get your money back either way.
I understand. Gold is the last thing that traders with cash flow problems want to see. Well, in that case, I think we can work something out.
As it happens, I'm just about done packing. Shall we make a move?
Sure. Let's walk and talk.
This evacuation was a huge operation. They needed a few people to stay behind and tie up loose ends. And I ended up being one of them. You're lucky you ran into us in time.
I certainly am. I don't know how this happened. One thing led to another, and look how it ended up. I just hope our client doesn't get spooked and cancel their order.
Fingers crossed. But either way, life goes on, and we all have to make a living somehow.
Okay, now I can run. Ooh, Sino! Little help here, please, buddy.
Hands where I can see them.
General Mahamatra! No, wait! What are you doing?
You got busted.
This is the coin? Good. Sadly, you won't have the chance to spend it.
Nicely done. Looks like Sumeru's Matra are a well-oiled machine nowadays.
Unmarked gold coins are quite difficult to trace. Thanks to you, we have secured the evidence. Here's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna layeth the smacketh downeth on you. Sino nods to the group, then turns and leaves with the suspect. For long, he returns with the intel he got out of the suspect. He layeth the
Southeast from
smacketh
here,
downeth.
leeward side of the hill. That's where he's meeting his contact.
Great work. Candace tells me your interrogation skills are highly effective.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Hers are quickly catching up. She's improved a lot in recent years. Looks like it's over to you for the next step.
Over to you, Jim.
Because I'm quickest on my feet?
That guy!
Because you know how to trail a target. Plus, it'll be easier to monitor their activity from the air.
True that.
Fine. I'll be quick.
One more thing. The Traveler just brought a message from the Dendro Archon. Once you're done with this, we're to meet up at the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Got it. Will do.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe you should come with me.
Okay. Then Paimon's coming with you.
Paimon, he was being facetious. Sweet summer child.
Really? You do know this is a stealth operation, right? Meaning, you have to be quiet?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Paimon? Are you sure about this?
Well, Paimon at least wants to give it a shot. Like everyone says, if you never try, you'll never know.
That is very true.
Besides, being the best guide in Teyvat has to count for something. This should be a piece of cake.
He's so annoyed. He's not mad, he's just annoyed. It's like, fine, I'll take the annoying little sister with me.
Fine. Join me if you want. But be warned. If anything goes wrong, I'll have to gag you and shove you into a bush.
Do it in a heartbeat.
No need! Paimon will be super careful. Promise!
Don't fuck this up, Paimon.
Good. Then what are we waiting for? Let's
Put you in
go.
a bush, you become emergency food. Just saying.
Ah! Coming! Coming!
She willingly left us. That is a huge, huge thing. This is Hat Guy. I love that function. But we're gonna take the quick way. I'm assuming we were coming up here because that's where it led us to.
Hat guy! Wait up! Hey, slow down, will ya?
Shush, Paimon.
We're here. Now we wait.
Okay, yeah, cool. Cool.
What's on your mind, Paimon?
Huh? Oh, nothing?
Lies and deception?
I thought all you cared about besides being a guide was food and sleep. Why the sudden urge to go on a dangerous mission?
What's that supposed to mean? Paimon's been on plenty of dangerous missions before.
Yeah, but I've been the one leading them. Hello, Clueless.
But never on your own. You hardly ever leave the traveler's side.
Thank you.
Just saying, I'm kind of at loose ends right now. So if you did want to share, I suppose I'd have to listen. If not, suit yourself. Makes no difference to me.
Spill it, Paimon.
Hat guy? Do you think Paimon is useless?
Oh, baby.
What? Where's that coming from?
When we were in Notcry, Paimon suddenly realized something. Even though Paimon's with the Traveler every single day, whenever we face real danger, she can't do anything to help. Paimon doesn't get like this very often. She just got really scared when the Traveler got kidnapped that time. What if she never came back? What would Paimon do then? And the more Paimon thought about it, the more useless she felt. But Paimon doesn't want to be a burden. Paimon wants to be a friend who's actually useful. Does that make any sense? You know, that feeling of just being completely useless and... Oh. Paimon probably sounds so ridiculous right now.
Poor Paimon.
You asked the right person. Boy, do I know that feeling.
Yes, he does.
Oh, that guy.
I'm not gonna try and encourage you. What I will say is this. When you start doubting yourself, you have two choices. Give up or change. You have to make the decision to move forward. Otherwise, no amount of consultation from other people is gonna help you. So ask yourself, what do you want? To get stronger? To learn more? Whatever it is,
Night,
go do it.
pepperonis.
You won't have any regrets if you can at least say that you tried.
Oh. All right.
Something's not right. Shouldn't they be here by now? Paimon, is it just me? Or is it a little too quiet around here?
A little too quiet.
Should Paimon take a look?
We'll give it another hour. If nothing happens, we head back.
Okay.
Time ticks by, but still nothing happens.
How strange. We've been here for ages. Where the heck are they? Have we been stood up? What is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off about this whole situation, but I can't quite explain why. We know for sure that the guy Sinocot had something set up, yet somehow his contact is a no-show. So, either the handler got caught, or, more likely, they decided to cut our guy loose.
But how would they know to do that? Wouldn't they at least send someone here to check things out?
That's the problem. They couldn't possibly know what's happening here. Unless... This feels all too familiar. Come on, let's head back.
Even though this isn't a formal meeting, I'd still like to start by saying how grateful I am to each and every one of you. Thank you all for coming here and standing by our side.
Shesipank and Bennu are currently assisting the scholars with the maintenance of Aru. Please forgive their absence. As for Hermanubis, may he rest in peace. We remember him with great fondness.
There have been times when I imagined what it might be like to meet you all. Now that it's really happening, I feel quite emotional. Time has taken many things away, but that which remains is all the more resilient.
I must say, there is one thing that rather surprises me. You appear to be in good spirits, Lesser Lord Kusadali. But even so, I can sense that the life force given to you by the Dendral Dragon has far from fully resolved the problem of your vitality.
Oh no! So even Apep's power didn't work? Don't worry, Paimon. It worked very well indeed. The issue is how closely I am tied to Irminsul. Until the problem with it is resolved, there is no way I can fully recover. Sumeru has undergone tremendous changes during your absence. When gods pass away, inevitably, people's faith in them grows weaker. You must have sensed it already. Your power is not what it once was.
Regrettably, this is true.
I too have grown weaker due to the effects of Irminsul. Right now, we're all in quite a sorry state.
Then what do you suggest?
We take all the help we can get.
Amen.
Sumeru is our shared home. You and I, gods and humans alike. We must unite all our strength in this moment.
Though Al-Ahmar is no longer with us, the alliance between the three gods remains in force. Regardless, as subjects of our king, we have a responsibility to support Sumeru through this catastrophe. Not to mention that it was the people of Sumeru who released us from this prison of Aru. Times have changed, and the people of today possess greater wisdom than those of the past.
You really know how to give a rousing speech, Goti.
Now then, let us learn more about your plan.
The brightest minds of the Sumeru Academia are busy opening and renovating Aru. They claim it has something to do with Irminsul?
Correct. Irminsul has existed in Teyvat since the very beginning. But during the Age of the Dragons, it did not possess the significance it holds today. After the heavenly principles arrived, the power of the Light Realm was divided into elemental energy, and Irminsul was refashioned as a device that records and preserves all information. Since then, everything in this world has been inextricably linked to it.
Huh.
As the Dendro Archon, I have a duty to protect Irminsul. To Sumeru, it is both a national treasure and undeniably a major threat. Teyvat has seen many upheavals in the last few years. The most recent of these was a major crisis in Notcry, which forced Sumeru to be even more vigilant than usual. I made sure to monitor all the pathways through which an outsider could potentially transmit themselves into Irminsul. But despite my efforts, a major problem still arose within.
Yeah, his fucking name is Dottore.
I still believe that someone has actively invaded Irminsul. But rather than taking any of the pathways I referred to, the intruder chose instead to utilize the most direct route. And the only one that cannot be protected against. By entering Irminsul through death.
Fucking Dottore.
I see what you mean. You cannot simply stop all deceased souls from returning to the ley lines because of a potential invasion that could occur at any time.
That's right. As important as it is to guard against external threats, I couldn't allow myself to stop the souls of the departed from finding peace.
Please, understand how difficult this predicament was for the Dendro Archon.
Defense has never been an easy task.
After Irminsul was invaded, my authority was quickly restricted. Soon after that, the tree began denying access to any connections.
I'm sure you feel responsible, but you are not to blame. No one can predict every possible disaster. There will always be trials and tribulations for the world to endure.
Yep.
But the people of Sumeru should not have to endure this. We must find a way to break through the lockdown and connect to Irminsul.
And this is why you need Aru.
Yes. The only thing in Sumeru capable of rivaling Irminsul in terms of overall function and performance is Al-Akhmar's legacy, Aru. All I managed to do before falling into a coma was make some minor adjustments to Irminsul. Using Aru is a last resort, and a move that comes with enormous risks. The Scholar's initial plan was to borrow Aru's power to reboot the Akasha, then use the Akasha to connect to Irminsul and investigate. Unfortunately, Irminsul has suffered far greater damage than they first thought, rendering that plan futile. To rise to the challenge, we had to resort to more extreme and far costlier means. This has led to a number of new contingency plans. To reclaim Irminsul, our brightest scholars have made further modifications to Aru with multiple goals in mind. I thank you all for giving them your blessing in this endeavor.
Human wisdom has clearly improved over the millennia. You have not only our support, but that of the Jinn, the Aranara, and the Pari.
Together, we will do everything in our power to save Irminsul.
By the way, when you spoke earlier of an intruder, it almost sounded as if you knew who you were dealing with and what they were capable of.
Well, since you ask.
Oh my giddy aunts. I'm gonna have to stop here because if I get sucked into this, I'm not sleeping at all tonight, and I have to sleep.
Master Tainari! What is that?
A new tree.
Is this Irminsul?
How did this happen? What's going on inside?
Luckily, we managed to evacuate everyone.
What in the world was that? That was terrifying!
Nahida, so this is the catastrophe she's been fighting against all this time.
Oh my. I understand now, Dendro Archon. You make yourself quite clear indeed.
Not once over the millennia has Irminsul been so terribly afflicted as this.
Please continue, Dendro Archon.
Irminsul's root system is what comprises the ley lines. In the past, it has always been hidden away, going unseen by the general populace. But now, an evil intruder is making it reveal itself. It has become a tree of unbridled greed. A clear sign that a deranged experiment has advanced to a new stage.
Blasphemy. From where I stand, an experiment in the name of blasphemy sounds rather improper.
So what happened after you left is there's a bad dude that you're gonna meet when you go to Sumeru, and then you're gonna meet him again in Nodcry, and then you're gonna meet him again now. And he died. He died in Nodcry. Well, when you die, you go to the ley lines. Well, yeah, he's an asshole, and now he's fucking up the tree.
But if we are
This is
to
not
honor
him,
the
by the way.
Torre's will, this is what we must do.
The Torre is who we're talking about. This dude, the second of the Fatui Harbingers, a heretical scholar obsessed with mad experimentation. Due to a series of improprieties, he was expelled from the academia during his student years. Later joined the Fatui and rose to the rank of Harbinger. Now, Kale has God remains in her. Want to know who put the God remains in her? This dick. Right here. This dude. He's a bad juju.
The birth of this tree proves to me beyond doubt that this incident is connected to him. But to explain the situation in full, there is someone I need to tell you about.
In the most concise and precise language possible, Nahida explains what she knows about the second of the Fatui harbingers, the Doctor. His true name is Zandik, and his crimes are beyond all reckoning.
Zandik. So it was him. I saw him in the desert once.
Yep, he
a
had
man
dealings
of
with him.
supreme arrogance. So this is where it has taken him.
But didn't Dottore die and not cry? How is he still able to do all this?
Went to the ley lines when he died.
He must still have loyal followers amongst the Fatui. Even so, I'm still unclear as to how he has been able to wield such a profound influence over Irminsul.
I can confirm that Fatui forces have arrived in Sumeru City. Furthermore, Irminsul seems to be undergoing some kind of mutation. Evil branches are beginning to grow. Things that do not belong to this world are slowly but surely materializing. Sorry, I couldn't think of any other word to describe it. They don't seem to be fully formed physical entities yet, after all, but they are gradually becoming real.
A baleful tree climbing up into the heavens.
Speaking of Dottore, I have some information on that front as well.
Wanderer recounts how he and Paimon went to the meeting spot only to find no one waiting for them.
I didn't think it was wise to state this out in the open. But my theory is, the mole wasn't cut off after he was caught. They wrote him off from the beginning.
You mean, the Fatui never intended to follow through with him? Then why plant a mole at all?
It's hardly a conventional strategy, and the rationale behind it is pretty twisted.
Yeah, explain this one to me.
But as it happens, I know someone who works exactly this way. And when it comes down to it, his goals are very simple. He just wants to confuse people, so they can't figure out what he's up to. He's been a collaborator of Dottore's from the outset. That fact alone confirms that Dottore is involved with this somehow.
Some people gasp upon hearing this name while others fall silent. Clearly there is more going on here than anyone realized. Nahida proceeds to summon all relevant parties for a lengthy and in-depth. Nahida gives a detailed explanation of the enemy and the potential scale of the crisis. After further intel provided by Nicole and Nefer, a plan is formulated and everyone prepares to get to work. That is my stopping point, because I just heard the little ching noise.
There is still much to be done. Everyone, please remember our core strategy.
I just need a save point, people.
As per the discussions, the following groups must act immediately. Mr. Al-Haytham and Mr. Kave, the next phase of the Aru renovation project must begin right away. Godspeed to you both.
We'll give it everything we've got.
The plan looks feasible, but the implementation will require certain resources.
General Mahamatra Sino and his team will help to procure the materials required for modifying the terminal.
No problem. I've already spoken with Sethos and Hat Guy, and they've agreed to assist me.
This kind of thing is best left to the fleet-footed, right? Hat Guy?
If it's efficiency you're after, we're the right people for the job.
Following up on the elemental energy amplifier we discussed, Ms. Dory, I assume you're the one most familiar with the status of this project. Aside from the Dendro Archon, of course.
Yep, that's right. Leave it to Lord Sangama Bay.
Got it. Well, I'd like Madame Farazan, Kale, and Nicole to support Dory on the technical side.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You can count on us. Will do.
Rest assured, I'll take good care of Kale.
Dia, Candace, and Nefer, you'll be in charge of negotiating between the various parties. I trust you remember our goal.
You bet. We can handle it.
Good. I believe that covers
Badass
everything.
team of ladies right there.
Tainari will provide ad hoc support as needed, if that's okay.
Poor Tainari. Must be tough being Nephis' student. Getting bossed around all day, every day.
Come on, Cyrus.
Hey, don't try and drive a wedge between us, you old rascal.
All it says to me is that Master Nephis has faith in everyone's abilities. While I'm nominally here as backup, I doubt there will be many situations where my help is needed.
Exactly.
Finally, Traveler, you and I will head to the border between Sumeru and Natlan.
Oh.
Once that task is complete, I'll be asking some of you to accompany me to the Eternal Oasis.
The Eternal Oasis? I thought that was just a legend. So it does exist after all.
Oh yeah, it exists.
Regarding your trip to Natlan, under normal circumstances, a meeting between our two nations would be a far more formal affair. Unfortunately, Sumeru is all but completely cut off from the outside world at present. So regretfully, we won't be able to give the Pyro Archon Mawika the grand reception that she deserves. My apologies for the inconvenience.
Not a problem. We'll do our utmost.
No point putting too much pressure on yourselves. That goes for everyone.
Right. Especially you, Dendro Archon. I'm sure you're still feeling quite weak.
Don't worry about me. The Dendro Dragon's life force will sustain me. Plus, we'll be there every step of the way. Nahida will be just fine. Yes. I believe in myself. And I believe in every one of you. Well, time to get going.
Alright, quest progress saved. Perfect. This is where I'm gonna have to tap out for the evening. I'm leaving story mode. And I'm back in the real world. So, they were just talking about Eternal Oasis. So, let me go show you what they are talking about. Hold on one second. Have to cancel the navigation so I can get rid of that little yellow thing because it's driving me crazy. Yeah, it's bedtime for me too. Or it's getting close, but this is the Eternal Oasis. Everything is frozen in time. I have not eaten. I'm gonna have to get a snack before bed. I was like, did I eat? Nope, I didn't eat. You know how the brain gets when the brain gets going. And then you're just like, oh, it's been hours. It's time for something. So right here, this is Jet's father's weapon and her mother's notebook. She came with us on this quest. But I love the level of detail that they put into creating this space and freezing it in time. And then they have the 3 chairs. All right, let's see. Where else? Oh, so I had a theory for you to get stuff for Yehoda. When you come to Sumeru, there is a pathway here that leads you into Natlan. And then if you get into Natlan, there's a whole bunch of stuff here, but I was wondering if I could come here, change myself into an animal. Oh, I am at the wrong port. I need to be down here. And then go all the way over to Nightcry. I don't know if it's possible, but I wanted to give it a shot. Oh, you don't let me turn into you anymore? I'm gonna have my ass toasted if I don't get out of this water. You keep yourself to yourself. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Okay, so I am in the process of trying to figure out if I can get all the way over here. No! I'm an idiot. I just wanted to navigate there. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna navigate. Okay, back to where I just was a second ago.
Champion duelist, my opinions do not matter.
Your opinions do matter.
For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law.
Ooh, Sparky, I need you. I'm gonna regret my life choices. Okay, you let me change in the water. Good deal. I'd forgotten. It's been a while since I've done this. Now, mind you, it's gonna take 5,000 years to get there. But it might be an option. I don't know when or if it can be done. About to run out of run power in a minute. But it might be an option to get you there so you can get your mats for Yehoda. Maybe. Or it might zap me out of this in the middle of the ocean. And it does zap me out of it in the middle of the ocean. Okay, well. That is where Natlan ends. So somewhere about like here. Well, there goes that theory. I tried. I don't know how we're gonna get there. Alright. So, with that being said, you gotta put in the time. Yeah, I know, right? I am gonna call it a night. I have had a blast. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for sitting through all of this. Even though it got emotional, I cried twice. But I am going to hopefully stream again on Sunday because I've got to give Mr. Bubble some time to actually stream. Saturday night we have a wrestling event. And then tomorrow night, I hopefully get the opportunity to participate in one of my favorite streamers' community game nights. Her name is Pepper in Your Eye, so she's here if you want to follow her. Anybody else? But I look forward to that this weekend. It is a long weekend. So hopefully tomorrow everybody's Fridays are smooth and stress-free, and we're going to rock it out, and I will see everybody at game night tomorrow night, and then I will have a freaking awesome weekend, and we will go from there. So without further ado, I wish you all a very good evening. Y'all take care.